Two of the NBA's best defensive teams match up here on Thursday night over at the Kia Center in Orlando, Florida, as the 22-16 Orlando Magic host the 19-17 Minnesota Timberwolves on home court later tonight. There's no getting away from the fact that both of these teams have been absolutely lights out defensively this season as well. You know, especially Orlando, who boast by far the NBA's best defensive record this season in both points allowed and defensive efficiency at home. Something that's gotten even better for the Magic recently, with their points allowed tally as well shrinking to just 98.7 points per game allowed across the last three starts. So, you know, a full 4.5 points per game south of their already number one ranked defense this year. So, you know, the Magic really are looking almost impenetrable at this stage of the season. Heading over to the Minnesota side of the play, and the Timberwolves have also been rock solid defensively this season. You know, Minnesota allowing just 107.7 points per game on average. That's the fourth best mark in the league overall, with Minnesota also owning the league's third best opponent three-point shooting percentage on top of that also. So before we get into a best bet for this one, as always, if you're enjoying the content so far, please do us a favour, hit that like button. It's always very much appreciated. And for even more great betting content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel as we continue to release betting picks and predictions for each and every sport every single day. Returning to the best bet for this one, and look, I'm not going to reinvent the wheel here. You know, we've already talked about how good both of these teams have been defensively this season, so I have my eyes firmly on the under in this one, albeit with a small caveat, and taking a look towards the first half under instead. You know, Minnesota's second in the league overall this season in first half points allowed, both overall and on the road. And that points allowed differential in the road form especially has been quite substantial this year. You know, the Timberwolves have allowed 56.7 points per game in the second half of games away from home this season, yet that drops fairly significantly to just 51.2 points per game on average in terms of their first half form. You know, that's a significant gap of 5.5 points that sees them dropping, you know, all the way down when they rank second in, you know, first half form, all the way down to 15th in terms of second half defense. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on ahead of this one. In terms of scoring at the other end, both teams have struggled to score in the first half of games this year. You know, Minnesota ranks 23rd in first half scoring this season, putting up 53.6 points per game on average. That's down from 54.8 points per game in terms of their second half scoring, while Orlando ranks 29th in first half scoring this year themselves, putting up just 52.4 points per game on average, which is again down from their second half efforts this year. And perhaps most critically, you know, in terms of our own play in this one, Minnesota's first half offense has actually dwindled by 5.9 points per game across the last three starts as well. You know, that's a huge drop off, with Orlando's own shooting percentage also down by 1.2% across their last three starts. So plenty to like from an under perspective in this one. It is a low total, obviously, but it's for good reason. But we're just going to tweak that slightly here, take the first half under instead between the Timberwolves and Magic for Thursday. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Don't forget about Widget Talk's NFL Playoff Special, which is going on right now over on site, which knocks 25% off the rest of the NFL season when using code PLAYOFFS at checkout, PLAYOFFS. And I personally have a 5% max play up for this weekend's wildcard round, so great time to jump on board. If you're interested in even more trends, game breakdowns and predictions, go ahead and check out one of the other videos listed on your screen right now. And as always, thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Always appreciated, like we said. And until next time, Slán Abhaile, and best of luck on all your bets.